Ahead of time, they wanted us to agree not to talk about the 137 shots. He just asked me, how do I know they knew Gina, DeJesus, Michelle, and Amanda were in that house? Well, we wouldn't know for 10 years. You didn't go check, did you? But you'd have checked if they lived in Strongville. This is not just about race, it's about class. You would have checked if they lived in Pepper Pike. And they might have gave the family some money, but they can't quiet us. You can't quiet the activists. Now, Reverend Pamela Pinckney Butts, they done in here too. And she gonna tell you about the system. They weren't gonna have us speak over there. Khalid Samad gets paid for being a white folks Negro. And that doesn't mean we're anti-white, because we like white people. But a white folks black is one that undermines other blacks to hurt the establishment. They started doing slavery, where you had the field blacks and the house blacks. It's called interest group hostility. Khalid Samad is a field black. And he hadn't had a job in 10 years, so he gets his money by selling out the black community. Now we're going to give Reverend Pinckney Butts, they have harassed her to no end. And if they could snatch me up here today without applying whatever they want to do equitably, I wouldn't be standing here. Because we're not for sale. So another activist like Val and Stu and all of us, here you go, Reverend Pinckney. Tell them how they do women. Talk about women.
Good afternoon, everybody. I wish that it were a good afternoon.
Tell them.
But we gotta keep this real. First of all, for Khalid Samad to be over there competing against us, and we should be all on the same page. We should be taking turns to speak. It's not about the applause of anybody being applauded. We're living in times that are very, very crucial, very, very real. For instance, if I call on any religious leader right now, today in this time, I won't be able to get one to help me with anything. I called, and I don't know what this battle is right now between Khalid Samad and this situation, but we should be on the same page. If we have a common interest and a common goal, and that's getting Donald Trump out of that seat and out of that White House, that's what we're supposed to be down here about. If I can give you a word from the Lord for the biblical times, the Bible says that He's going to destroy the earth. And people are going to love themselves more than God. And for someone to be competing against someone else right now in this situation, that person is in love with themselves more than God in this situation. What I'm concerned about in terms of Donald Trump, even Khalid Samad and some others, is how they disrespect women.
They don't like women. And they'll harass you and stalk you. Go ahead.
Hillary Clinton also, just murdering all these babies. It's almost to the point now where being a female is almost a crime.
Being a female is a crime.
It's almost having babies is a crime against women and men. I'm not going to bash men, because there are some men out here. But when Donald Trump sits up on television across the world and dotes and brags about how he violates women, goes up in our private area, and can do it because of his power and his money and his racism, I have a problem with that. When the religious leaders don't question that and challenge that, I have a problem with that. See, problems can be unsolvable depending on who holds the equation and the solution in their hands. But we hold the solution right now, and we need to get that man out of the White House, because he's the commander-in-chief of the United States of America, and he's making decisions that are violating women. He's making decisions that are promoting war in a time when the Bible said this is a time for peace, and he's promoting war, and he's declared war against women. I'm going to stick with that right now. Because for the church to not even be standing here with me to support this effort and this endeavor, to have a Muslim man bashing even Christianity and women right now in this walk, means that he really is not against Donald Trump, he's supporting it.
Thank you. Call it out again.
I'm going to tell you just a little bit of something. See this baby standing right here? And that baby right there? These are my grandchildren. Under Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama, and George Bush, I lost my children to injustice. My home is broken into.
They don't care about women over there.
My churches have been violated and persecuted. I've been being beat up by police, law enforcement officers, dragged down the street, preachers coming in my home, beating me up, violating my grandchildren,
harassing black women.
Khalid Samad, what has he done? Because when I called on him,
all he did was sell out.
When I called on him, let me speak, please, Kathy.
Go ahead.
When I called on him, as well as the rest of these leaders, they're busy. I'm disrupting their program. Well, you know what? I'm gonna keep disrupting your program. I got banned from speaking in Cuyahoga County Council for disrupting their program. Well, I'm going to destroy and I'm going to disrupt the agenda that's against women.
Against women!
I don't promote certain things because I am a Christian, but I don't promote murdering women either. I don't promote racism because the only race that exists is the race of time for us to have equal opportunities in this land to live and have equal opportunities in terms of housing, education, and provide for our families. Donald Trump is so arrogant and so bold as to come into the church with his agenda to disrespect and exploit women. I'm concerned about that because I'd like to know, see, in some faiths, you can have as many wives as you can afford. I'm not a piece of cattle and I'm not a piece of furniture. I'm not property where you can have as many of me as you can afford because it's only one of me. I want people to get with me, impeach that man.
Sell out black men
for what he's doing, not only in the religious realm, but against the laws of this land.
No justice!
Because women
no justice!
No peace!
That's right, over here!
Without women, nothing exists.
Women are being done in, and the Democratic Party is helping by covering up the issue. Tell them, Reverend, tell them.
I'm concerned about the very moral fiber of America.
That's right.
To have a man in office who not only violates women, but uses the church to do so. I'm very concerned about the fact that a man is in position that uses his money to go up in my private parts when he gets ready to.
And laughs about it.
And he gets billions of dollars to do so. I'm very concerned that a man can use the church and the church is willing to be used to violate women. Not just the church, the mosque, the synagogue, and all other forms of religion. I won't burden you down and be redundant, but I want this in your spirit and in your mind and your heart. Because when you destroy women, you destroy the birth process, you destroy the generations, and you're committing genocide. I'm concerned that when the electoral process is so violated and so bullied and so perverted that someone
can't even speak out here without being harassed by black men. Tell them.
That someone could buy the electoral process like Donald Trump did. See, America is a corporation. It's owned by the Queen of England, pretty much. So, the business in America is selling people. Donald Trump is selling people. People are not property. The word of the Lord says that God raises up a nation and he brings one down. And anytime America is not permitted to call on God, then America is accepting anything that comes our way. We've become a lawless, reckless generation. And anytime that man came through here and spent millions of dollars on 10-foot fences for a Republican convention, and we have potholes that you can fall in, bigger than the Grand Canyon. We have more money spent on guns, drugs, and tobacco and alcohol then spent to put a roof on somebody's house, and the church is closed so you can't even get the money, I have a beef with that. I don't care about all that clapping because that's fake to me. It really is. And I don't care about people standing around calling themselves, I'm not afraid. But I do care about the fact that the media does not support what I'm saying. I do care about the fact that if a woman isn't fully covered from head to toe, then we're violated. And Donald Trump supports that. I won't belabor you. I won't burden you. But I will put it on your heart that you have a man in position that's running our country that does not respect women. Get him out of here. God bless you.
Okay, we're going to go with Al Porter one last time before we get out of here, because he's going to call out the women that have been murdered black again before we get out of here. So many black people have been killed and they don't want to mention what's going on with them. We decided to have this forum because we believe that free speech rock, and they can't tell us who can speak in a park in a predominantly black city. We can speak if we want to.